Hey guys, guess I'm in a video making mood today since this is video number 2. But hold on one second, let me. Oh goodness, I don't know. I gotta get a better phone or something to do reviews on. But I want to do a video, man. This is a Trailmaster Cheetah 8. You can see it right there, Cheetah 8. That's the tires on it. Get a good look at them. Watch out. Come on, dog. Putt. Come over here. Just picked this up. We bought it 2 weeks ago. We picked it up last week from a local place. One thing I will say is shop around, because prices on these, I realized, vary $1,400 about between different places for the exact same product. So according to the guy I bought it from, this thing, they was averaging about 6-7 hours. Had another place tell me the same thing where I bought my Can-Am. And I was telling that guy where I bought it from. I bought this over at, I'm in Central Alabama. I brought this at Prattville Outdoors. And he told me, he said, yeah, man, they take about 6-7 hours put together. According to him, that's just what he told me. Place in Birmingham, Alabama, told me it takes I think he said 6 hours. And I'm thinking that major price difference is they're charging their running shop rate, which is, you know, probably ungodly expensive for those 6 hours. And that's where that massive price difference is coming in. But yeah, man, I just want to give y'all a little video of this, kind of show it to you. It's got a 200 or 208 cc motor on it. I'm not sure what the actual cc's is. That's just what it advertises it with. Could be 169, whatever. I don't too much care. This is a mid-size four-wheeler. If you're 6 foot tall, 5'8", 5'8" above, I think it says on there it's made for people 5'8" or up to 5'8", maybe 5'6". I don't know. My wife's she's smaller. She fits in this thing, no problem. I mean, all in all, man, when you look at it, this is a bad little go-kart. It's got headlights. I can show y'all that. And I'll give y'all, I mean, it's brand new, but I mean, I'll give you a quick crank up. Here's the key, electric start. Push the choke in. Fires right up, no problem. Let's see if the lights. Oh, I gotta look. There's the lights. Don't have high beams or low beams. You just get lights. And then you get blinkers. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm not about to go in depth. There's probably, oh, there's the one blinker. As you notice, it's kind of weird. See that headlight's on, but when you turn the blinker on, you lose the headlight. So I don't know why they can't just have both of them light up. But and then if you want to turn it off, push it. Then push it that way. You get this one. And like I say, you don't have any in the rear. You just got the rear reflector. So I guess somebody's behind you and it's nighttime. Not really gonna do you much good with the whole, sorry, I'm over here doing circles now at this point. Got a horn, turn the lights off, turn the key off. Obviously it has a choke, it is carbureted. You have a backup, oh, there it is, I can't even see it. Got a backup pull start, I like that. In case you're out and about, you know what I mean, your battery dies, you ain't stranded. It's got some nice, I mean, compared to some other go-karts I've seen, this thing got some nice, I think they're 20-inch tires. Oh, maybe 18-inch. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, I think the front's maybe 20. Nope, 18s. Whatever. Nice off-road tires, man. For a kid, my son's 9 years old, and man, he loves this thing. Top speed, this thing is not a speed demon. I mean, it goes plenty fast. And we got various hills. I mean, I'm not talking mountains. I'm just talking about, you know, going up, you know, old driveways, old kind of back wood, you know, just kind of homemade little roads. And it goes right up, no problem. I mean, I think you can look up specs, man. It may say, I don't know, 22 or maybe 27 mile an hour. Really not sure. It's going to vary. If I'm on it, I mean, obviously they ain't going nowhere near as fast as my wife on it and my son. I think they both weigh less than I do. So, but like I said, my wife can get in this thing, no problem, man. She's driven it. She thinks it's fun. It is not an adult size four-wheeler. Go-kart. So if you're an adult, don't buy this one. If you're a young, you know, or a small adult, I mean, yeah, it'll fit you, and it'll get you on, you know, on the trails. I mean, you can ride around, have a good time. But you still may want to look towards that. I'm sure you get a more of a full-size cart. I'm not really ever ridden go-karts, so this was all new to me. But what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say suspension. Yeah, suspension and stuff like that probably gets better, you know, the bigger they get and the more expensive they get. You can get these for just over $3,000. This is day before Thanksgiving 2022. And we got this thing. It was out the door, and this was put together and everything. I think it was like 3,300 and something. So not exactly, you know, I ain't gonna lie, when I was looking at, I was thinking go-kart, I was like, oh, you know, 1,500 bucks or something. But it's a little more than I was expecting that they were running. But like I say, there were some places, man, they were wanting 4,800 for this exact same thing. I mean, brand new, ain't nothing wrong with this thing. And just some shops are charging a whole lot more for these. And you got it's not a 5-point harness. I guess that's considered maybe a 4-point. Still only got one buckle though. So let me show you that. And that's where it plugs in. It don't have a neutral. You got a forward, you got a reverse. That's it. Cranking it in either, it don't matter. Obviously, I guess automatic. It is chain driven. Other than that, man, I'm trying to think of what else. You got the little top there. There is, and it comes. I mean, this model, this little Cheetah right here, it comes with all these, nice and padded. And we ain't got no intentions of leaving it out in the weather. We're gonna keep it under a lean-to, so it's gonna, you know, it ain't gonna be sitting in direct sun or sitting in the rain. And I noticed when I was trying to look at a lot of these, man, I don't see a lot of reviews out there, especially long-term reviews on any of these. And my son's young enough, and my daughter's younger than him, so I mean, as long as this thing's running, we're gonna. I mean, I got no intentions of selling this thing anytime soon. I mean, Lord, the way I see it, the longer I have it, the more, you know, I get my money's worth out of it, or my kids getting use out of it, you know, is me getting my money's worth. So I plan on keeping this thing a long time. I'll probably try to go ahead. I may do a 6-month review, let you know if I'm having any problems. May follow that up with a 1-year review, and just maybe then 2 years, 3. Because I mean, like I say, I just don't see many out there. I do hear a lot of good things about the Trailmaster brand in comparison to other brands from people I spoke to. I spoke to some people, and one guy at a dealership, he said, yeah, man, I bought my kids one of these, and, you know, 3 years ago, and he said, we ain't had, you know, no problems with it. And so, you know, and then the shop I bought it from, they said they used to sell a Hammerhead brand, which I had looked into getting. And I was looking at them, the Hammerheads, which are now owned by, I believe it's Polaris. I think Polaris ended up acquiring the Hammerhead brand. Now, they sold it prior to Polaris acquiring them, but he was saying that, you know, they have literally no problems with, like, or I ain't gonna say everything has problems, but they don't have nearly the problems that they were having selling the Hammerheads. But that was, you know, pre-Polaris acquiring them. But they said they've been selling these for a long time. They've been real happy with them, and the customers have been real happy with them, and they don't really get many, you know, service issues. Of course, everything's all about how you take care of it, and we plan on taking care of it and doing the maintenance when you know, I know what it said in the manual. Change the oil after the first 20 hours or first month, and then it's every 6 months after that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Stay on top of it. Keep this little sucker on the road, on the trails, and keep smiles on my kid's face. So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. But anyways, yeah, man, that's it. Like I say, just wanted to do a little review, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated, man. Like I said, this is a 2022 Trailmaster Cheetah 8, and I'm curious how this thing holds up. So, like, and I'm sure many of y'all are if you're looking at getting one. So, if you're in, you know, just be looking for follow-up reviews, or or by the time you see this, Lord, it might be 5-6 years. So by then, you probably look at some other reviews I've done since then and just kind of see. But yeah, man, all in all, bad little car. My son loves this thing. He was driving it earlier today, and he went out there and cranked it up, and man, it cranked up. I mean, it just fired right up. I said, well, okay, I was a little worried. I mean, Lord, we've only had it a week, so or we've had it, I guess, about 10 days now. So ain't had it that long. Or no, I think we got it last. Can't remember if it was last Friday or the previous Friday. Now I'm starting to wonder, but it was one or the other. I mean, I know we ain't had it 2 weeks, so we'll just, I think it's 1 week. I think we got it last Friday. Today's Wednesday. So yeah, we ain't even had this thing a week. We've had this thing 5 days, 5-6 days. And like I said, I just want to get a little. We rode the heck out of it. You know, he rode it a bunch Friday and Saturday, and man, no problem. He was driving it today, this morning. And one thing, you know, if anybody's watching any of my other reviews, you'll know I'm big on letting things warm up. So I've told him, you know, crank it up. You know, give it a minute, let it warm up 4 or 5 minutes. They are air cooled, not water cooled. There's no radiator. But I tell him, you know, let it warm up for a couple minutes. And so he, you know, and teaching him, I don't know, I'm big on that with my 4-wheeler. Hell, I even do it with my truck, my lawnmower, you name it. But anyways, well, all right, guys. About at 11 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And I guess 6 months from now, I will post another video, man. And give you one more shot from the side. I guess one last thing I will say, I was looking to get my son a 4-wheeler. He has no experience on them. And looking at other things, and that's why I went with this. It's not a speed demon. It's got the safety harnesses. It's got the roll bar. And I thought this would be something really good to kind of learn on, and 2 people can get in there. So I was about to go buy a Recon 250. And I'm talking probably the last minute, I kind of changed my mind and decided to go ahead and go full on with the Go Kart route. But yeah, that's kind of why I went with this. Something really good to learn on. Get 2 people in there. My wife can, you know, ride with them until he really learns, or gets, you know, really, I don't know, until I feel comfortable with it. So that was my reason behind going with this over, say, a smaller Recon 250 Honda, you know, ATV, or I looked at the Kawasaki Brute Force 300. I was just looking at the smaller ones. And but anyway, all right, guys, later.